Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, down here in the lower bracket, Aster versus Spirit. One of these teams will not be going any further in the tournament after this best of 3. We're about to find out who it will be. Fogged, this game 1 draft, what's sort of jumping out at you today? What are you excited to be seeing from these 2 squads?
I'm excited to see Grimstroke. We don't get to see this hero too much, and he's got, honestly, he has pretty, 3 of the better heroes to go for like the Inkswells early on, right? He has a Doom, he has a Void Spirit, he has Ursa. These heroes absolutely thrive when they get Inkswelled. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with it. I think Spirit, they have a lot of damage, especially if they can get out of the lane, especially that top lane, but I completely agree with what the panel's saying. I favor Spirit's draft, but if Aster is able to have a good time top, this Axe XXS could make a lot of things happen, but let's see if that does go down.
And what do you sort of reckon was going on towards the end of the draft? Do you think indeed that Aster were trying to set up for something like the TA for Sumail and they sort of set up for this Wind Ranger? Or do you think maybe the plan was Wind Ranger all along?
I mean, it's definitely weird if they ban the Viper and then pick a Wind Ranger, right? Because traditionally in the past, Wind Ranger was looked at as one of those Viper counters in the mid lane in a way. So I think they were maybe looking for something else, and then Sumail's just like, you know what? It actually can be a decent Wind Ranger if I can get the farm. I can just kite this Ursa forever. But we'll see if that ends up happening or not. Because they do have a lot of ways to get on him. Lots of spell damage, lots of burst. It's not just physical damage coming from something like the Ursa. They have overwhelming spell damage to catch this Wind Ranger.
And has there been anything sort of crazy, like if you could sort of consider the patch, you know, where in your mind does Wind Ranger sort of sit as a hero right now?
I actually don't think this hero's bad right now. I actually kind of like this hero, especially with different. You have so many different builds you can go for now, in my opinion. Like you can do this. I think people have been theory crafting like this Treads Diffusal kind of thing at times. We saw the Gleipnir build, just a bunch of stats. I think this hero has some cool stuff that you can do because you have a lot of good matchups.
Let's see. And how would you sort of rate this matchup in the mid here against the Void Spirit?
Sumail should be able to spam him down. He's a very aggressive player. I think Lara will be able to handle it because of the Resonant Pulse block damage, but I think Sumail should be able to have a good time.
So we'll see how it goes down here between these 2 in the mid. And for both sort of side lanes, the 2 carries, anybody going to be under any sort of intense heat in these lanes?
Probably Yatoro, but from what I've seen overall, he's very good at just being able to sustain through most of these lanes. And he's on Miposhka. This is like one of the top 3. I always like put Miposhka as like his Enchantress, his Disruptor, and it used to be his Bane back in the day. Now that hero's kind of non-existent, but maybe they'll be able to withstand the pressure. But it's not an easy lane. Coddle plus Axe, 2 heroes that constantly are going to be spamming on the Ursa. My one bit of a concern with the Axe is the follow-up damage that's going to be coming out in mid-game. It's going to have to mostly be provided from the Wind Ranger if Sumail is able to have a good time. So we'll see if that does end up happening. You usually want some type of like explosive damage. You know, that's why we see the Axe Skywrath so often. Well, not so often, but that's why we see that combo a bunch.
Top lane, they'll get quite a fair bit of damage onto Yatoro. I mean, we've of course just seen so many games now where we feel how strong the Keeper of the Light is.
Oh yeah.
In these early moments nowadays with that blinding light.
And with Blood Grenade. I actually think this item is phenomenal on something like Keeper of the Light throughout most of the stages of the game, because now you have a slow element. You have pretty much 3 damage spells if you want to go for it. And you have ways to just refresh spells as well too. So yeah, these 2 are very comfortable playing with this hero. And Aster overall, they love playing with this CM. They love playing with this Coddle to amp up their cores.
Yeah, we'll see how well Yatoro can keep up in the CS.
They're going to have to use a lot of regen up there. That's going to be the big thing.
Yeah, we see him already popping salves.
Yeah, he's out of regen on Yatoro already. But they're going to have, I imagine, more regen coming in very soon on Miposhka. He still has 3 tangos.
See him trying to chase Miposhka away from this.
You deserve nothing.
Baboka. I mean, for the most part as well, I imagine, you know, whilst we sometimes see sort of axes get to be left on their own, is on the Coddle, do you tend to sort of move around the map a lot in the early game, or do you prefer to sort of just sit top and just continue to be a complete nuisance for the enemy carry?
You still can be a nuisance, but Owen, this is Baboka. This is the 4th core. I see him max Illuminate half of these games. He's like 3-1-1. Most of these Coddles, they have like the 1-1-3 build. Yes, he's about enabling his cores and everything, but he's also about playing for himself. I mean, that's just the Baboka strat. It works really well for them. He always seems to he always seems to transition.
So yeah, Aster on top already of the Lotus. 3 minutes in, they'll make sure that securing both of those for both of their lanes.
At the moment, Monet is actually the one, I mean, slightly struggling a bit more than the Ursa. It's a bit surprising. It's a lot of spam that's coming out here from this, the constant hits there from the Stroke of Fate plus the Doom, going in for Infernal Blade. Kind of cool approach there from Collapse. We tend to see a lot of players just default going for Devour, especially early on, but yeah, having this type of double spam, they have a lot of nuke damage down here.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this
is a kill lane now.
Absolutely. You know, anytime you're backed up by a Grim, you want to get aggressive in the lane.
Yeah, like if they make a couple of mistakes, if they step up too far on Aster, an Inkswell, Infernal Blade, Scorched Earth. They have so much movement speed to run down this hero. So
Absolute
kill
right.
hero. Yeah, absolute kill lane that we could be seeing come out here.
Yeah, they've got to be very careful, Monet and Pichu, how far they step up this lane. I mean, you can see here maybe Monet stepped up a bit too far, turn with the concoction. You see him with the combo, it's just so much. I mean, Monet will try and outrun the damage coming out from Collapse, but he will not survive. Collapse might go down in return. Pichu,
he's turning.
Standing his ground. Collapse tries to do so the same. Collapse goes down, but Team Spirit, they'll end up getting the full cleanup, taking out the both of them on that bottom.
I really like seeing that skill build, honestly. I mean, it's not something so crazy, but the Infernal Blade's nice there. Mid, Laurel.
Try for an attempt onto Sumail with a glimpse back, but now it could be Lyle that's actually in trouble. The throw of the shackle shot into the power shot, and Sumail and Baboka, they turn that attempt from Team Spirit around in the mid. Sumail gets the kill.
Cool rotation. Not something you see too often, but this is the Aster special that we've seen, the bubbies, you know, all about making sure Sumail pops off in the game. So double rotation actually comes out. They fill the bottle as well from the CM. Immediately, they're going to try to pressure Monet, but it is under the tower.
It's a lot of damage, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very much seeing how this is not going to get any more fun for Monet down in this lane. Mid lane, Sumail will manage to break away with the win run. Did end up tanking quite a bit of damage there close towards the tower. Yeah, Monet's got to be careful. This
he really does.
Spirit, it's only going to get more and more terrifying, or at the least Aster, you know, as good as they've been with the responses towards that mid area, they've got to be ready to bring him back up down bottom, especially if Monet's getting dove under tower.
Like, Pichu just has to play this lane very, very smart about how he uses his spells. Like, if he uses Frostbite in an aggressive manner, he's just dead. And he just does. He's actually going to go down. He has to be using this more defensively on the CM.
Yeah, it's such a highly volatile lane. Like, Team Spirit, they will kill you.
They sure will, and that's going to be a Vanguard already finished up now for Collapse. So he actually is going to have it pretty much at the same time as XXS, and he has boots.
Top lane.
Might be able to get a rebuttal. Pushka.
Ooh, will connect onto Yatoro, but won't be enough to kill him. Still keeping the both of them very, very low. I mean, we're seeing both off-lane duos just really be quite terrifying. But both teams' carries not having a safe time now in these lanes. They've got to be careful.
Yeah, Yatoro, he may have more last hits, but when you look at the, net worth, of course, because it's an Alk mid.
But the shackle set up, but that'll be all that they have to lock down Lyle. So Lyle's still fine.
And it looks like Sumail is probably going to go down that same route that he did the other day. The Atos Gleipnir build, getting that extra catch versus something like Void Spirit, holding heroes back with the when they're ink-swelled and stuff like that too. Yeah, sounds cool.
We're seeing Baboka already doing as you say. He's just sort of running around the map, blasting people.
And look, he's got level 2 blast, like I said. And this is just the Baboka special. Yeah, and like I was mentioning, I'm pretty sure Sumail, the Atos build, it feels very good this game. Atos Gleipnir versus the mobility heroes. Sounds cool.
Back on top now. Mira, he's going to come in with the rotation. They've got the glimpse to set up. Yatoro buffed up by the swell as they'll stay in on top of XXS. They do get blasted back by Baboka. The trap's there with the kinetic field. The Hexax says he's actually thinking of turning because Yatoro's actually getting a bit low. Another blast comes in. It's now Aster that's running back at the 3 members of Spirit. Hexax says he's in with a call, sets up for the power shot from Sumail. And Pichu, he's coming in with the wraparound. He's got the Frostbite onto Yatoro. They've taken out 2, and they're going to be able to chase over for more as Mira tries to hide, but they find them in the trees. This is going to almost certainly be 3 going down. Sumail off the mark with the power shot, but it will not matter as Mira still goes down. Lyle's coming to try and find something in return, but he will not be able to finish off XXS.
He could be in trouble here.
Focus fires up. He's up to the high ground, but Pichu, he's going to have vision, and Lyle's trying to get out through the twin gate. The Frostbite's there, though, and Lyle, he's away. Obviously, the fact they didn't have any further stun, Frostbite, of course, alone will not stop you from being able to step through that gate. So Lyle, he makes it out of there, but only just.
Doesn't cancel the channeling, of course, so he's actually able to get himself away, but yeah, barely so. He's picking bottom. He's like, yo, can someone fill my bottle? Like, I just had this is like one of the worst feelings as a mid laner when you make that rotation. You don't use every single one of your spells and you don't get a connection.
That hurts.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh, now I need to refill or I need to get a rune.
I mean, that was just sort of full-on early team aggression, really, from Aster, just going all in around that top tower. And Team Spirit, they just weren't set up at this point in time to really deal with that.
XXS too tanky. And honestly, he lives, with 60 HP at the end of all of it. They commit a little too hard, and Sumail with a godly rotation.
Yeah. I mean, just sort of the fact that Aster as a whole knew as well when they could turn, even at the start when it was just the 2 of them against the 3. They knew the spells that had been thrown down by Spirit. There's nothing else to go with. Even though XXS was in the sort of lower HP state, they knew they could turn and start running back at them. And again, back up top, more aggression as XXS is in with a call. Maposhka's gone. Aster really bringing the energy up on this top lane, and Team Spirit, they've got to reconsider if they want to send any heroes up here. It's proven to be a bit of a death trap.
It sure is. I mean, in Laurel, he's already starting to fall a bit behind. I mean, Sumail's rotation, it worked. Laurel's didn't. He's going to try to make another move down here to play around Collapse. Perhaps hunt Monet. They do have vision of him. Can they get a catch? Level 3 Inkswell. Monet playing very careful with his positioning.
He is. He knows that he's sort of being left on his own down here whilst the rest of the team make those moves up on the top half of the map. So he's not going to keep himself anywhere close to the presence of Team Spirit's push. Miposhka, they've got eyes on him. Sumail will get glimpsed back, but not before he's able to get off the shackle and set up for Peter and Baboka to close in. And Sumail to still have the distance to line up that power shot and pick up another kill.
Sumail and the two supports, this has been kind of the story of Aster. It feels like this whole tournament, they're owning this early game. First 9 minutes, it's really, really good. Collapse still is getting incredible farm, of course, on the Doom. He's got the Midas done, but yeah, Laurel, he needs some help. They got to start making some rotations, get something set up with him. So Mira, yeah, they're going to smoke. See if they can get a connection here. Yatoro, be careful.
Should be okay. Has got the ult to play with if he feels too threatened. Back close by the tier 2, so Aster won't continue to chase. Same time, Team Spirit, they've got to bear in mind that this Axe, XXS, he has got his Blink Dagger online.
Oh, that is really scary already at this point. It's 9 minutes in. That might be the fastest one we've seen. I think we saw, what, the Blink Arcane Boots on the Magnus the other day, right?
Quick Blink Mag.
Super close timing.
They'll get the Remnant catch on to Sumail. Aster's bringing in the numbers. They're ready to run down Mira. XXS is in with the jump, gets the call into the dunk, takes out Mira. As once again, Team Spirit, they really want to try and find something around their Void Spirit, right? You want to be fighting, you want to be killing with this hero, but Aster, they're leaving them no opportunities to really get Lal into the game with the kills that he wants to find. As Lal, he's fallen behind now. Bottom of the net worth right at this point as the cause.
They're double rotating way better. The moves from the supports are crucial right now. As Aster, now with XXS having Blink, he can be more active in comparison to the Doom. Collapse, he's going to go his normal aura route. That means the pressure is on Laurel to make space with the two supports, and yeah, he's definitely falling pretty far behind here. They're even going to get another tower.
It really feels at this stage, you know, Lal and the two supports, they're going to need the ults on the supports, but Poshka's trying to find XP in the mid, but he's level 4. Jumping from XXS, it'll be another dunk. Getting the dunks up super fast this game, a couple already, 10 minutes in.
Concerns already. Aster, in the meanwhile, while they are making these moves, look, we saw the stacks being brought up as well, too. I mean, XXS, he's got a triple stack on the hard camp, I believe, what, a double stack on Ancients, and another double stack on the secondary Ancients, so they've got perfect things to enable their cores, too, with just these rotations and with stacks. And Monet, he's fully recovered after, you know, he only had the one death, but he's got Relic on his way pretty close to the Radiance.
Absolutely.
4K lead.
He's farming in this super safe spot of the map, and with sort of all the action that Aster's bringing Spirit around this mid, top half, there's just no chance at all for Spirit to really set up to get all the way down to this very deep part of the map to find Monet and slow him down.
And yeah, the levels on the supports, it's definitely going to hurt. This Disruptor, it's going to be like level 6 at 15 plus minutes or something. He needs this next Wisdom Rune.
Yeah, they need their
14 minutes, he needs it.
So they can make these plays and back up Lal.
Collapse might have to start making moves just to help Laurel a bit here. And they're going to have to use like the potential double Dooms and stuff like that, but not having the Blink Dagger on the Doom is going to make that entrance a lot harder.
See if he can get the jump on the back of the smoke. He does.
They're on Laurel.
He's in with the call. Yatoro, Miriam, and Poshka are here ready to help out. The stun catches onto Lal. He's going to be able to jump out with the Dissimulate, but he's ticking down low to the Battle Hunger, and the Battle Hunger will take him down.
Again, they catch him.
See if they can chase for further. Kills him. Poshka and Yatoro on the retreat. Field gets dropped down. Looks like the rest of Team Spirit will stay safe, but again, painful moments here for Lal. Taken out this time.
I mean, Brian did say it, you know, there's that potential this game of just the enabling of the mid, right? The mid difference kind of thing that we are absolutely seeing happen. Sumail, he's getting bottle refills, he's getting chakred, he's getting constant rotations. Laurel, he's just kind of getting left alone a little bit here because the supports are under-leveled, because the lanes went a little bit sideways. It feels like it's going to have to start being collapsed. It feels like it's going to have to pick up the weight. Yeah, and just
Aster completely in tune with one another. Perfect usage of the lockdowns there. No sort of overlapping between what was the call into the frostbite, into the shackle shot. They made sure that Lal was held there for the maximum amount of time, which, as we saw, they did need to be able to successfully execute him.
And now they have Atos, so they have another form of lockdown. Sumail, he's doing, like you said, that same build that he did the other day. It's excellent this game. And now he's got a shield rune. Look how tanky this Wind Ranger is with this type of start. When he's on strength charge, he's what, 1500 HP? He's the same HP as an Axe.
You can definitely feel it today, Aster. They woke up and lower bracket, you got to bring your best. You cannot afford any more losses, any more mistakes here. And so
Laurel.
far from Aster, there's been very small amounts.
the mark.
XXS will miss the call here.
The shackle.
It's going to hold back the two of them. Stop Collapse from being able to get in sort of range here. They still glimpse back the axe.
He gets bonked away.
It's a bit of an awkward sort of movement there. As XXS, he's actually going to be totally fine. They're sort of between the Inkswell and the glimpse, and kind of brought him across him so they didn't connect with the stun. And XXS, even after whiffing the jump, he doesn't get punished.
Yep. They get the good binding light there coming out from Baboka, pushes them away. If potential double doom comes out, maybe Spirit has a chance to turn there, but they're still very low level. Mipushka, go run and get that wisdom rune. He's level 4.
Level 4 still. I think he was level 4 4 minutes ago.
He really, go get the wisdom rune. I think they absolutely need it at this point. Things are crumbling.
Yeah, because in comparison, yeah, we have 6 and nearly level 8 on Baboka.
Yeah.
For the 2 supports.
He's running to go get it. I mean, he knows.
He has to.
He's like, I need level 6. We're really running out of damage. We're running out of control of this game very quickly. This Alchemist is massive, and he's ready to fight constantly. The Ursa has Battle Fury, which it's just harder to fight around a Battle Fury Ursa at this point in the game versus multiple forms of disable, multiple forms of like evasion as well too, wind run, blinding light, etc., and all this control.
Yeah, it's as you say, it's around Collapse that they have to fight.
It is.
He's the only core right now that's really ready to present himself in the fights.
But it's not
as
easy.
You say, they do have that combo. The Soulbind into the double doom.
Yep.
That can absolutely do a great deal in terms of rectifying a rough early game.
Just not easy without the blink though, because getting that positioning, they have multiple ways to disengage as we've seen from Aster. So still not level 6 on Mipushka. It's 15 minutes. He's very close, but they desperately need it. I mean, he's telling them, clear the camp. I need ult. We need to start getting some moves together.
They've got to get 6 on the Disruptor and go straight for the smoke up.
Let's see what they get.
There we go. 6. Clear the camp, pop the smoke, look for a kill.
Yep. Got to get a big one too. Got to get one of these cores, and it's got to be fast because Monet, he's about to have BKB. So that window, it's shrinking very quickly for them to get these type of kills and catch back up. They're looking at mid lane.
Yeah, looks like they're holding off on the smoke. They're going to see if maybe Aster step into their hands.
It's always tough too, because even if you catch Monet, if he has Chemical Rage on, he's going to live. Especially if he has like the backup of Baboka. Unless they have all 5 heroes full commit onto him, there's going to be heals. There's going to be bonk backs and control. There's an awkward position here for Team Spirit. And Aster, yeah, at this point now, they're feeling, I mean, they're probably feeling unbelievably good about the way everything's going. And yeah, BKB Monet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spirit might, I mean, they might have to get a kill and immediately go to Roshan. That's going to have to be something
this
that
is that smoke that we wanted to see. Samel would be a good catch. So he's already a fair distance away, so not going to happen. That was a, yeah,
That was a glimpse. They glimpsed him away. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He messed just,
yeah,
they're feeling the pressure. That's definitely what it is.
Well, there's Samel. Get him out of it. We don't want to go on him. I guess they don't want to go on him. They want to go on someone else. Or maybe also just hoping that Samel has sort of come from a spot that was closer to them.
Aster's
wasn't the case.
Aster's absolutely ready to fight. BKB Doom level 12, or BKB Alchemist level 12 with
They're
Radiance.
just running at them.
Yep.
They sort of know that Spirit's here. Collapse will drop the single target Doom down. They won't combo with the Soulbind. They're just going to see if they can burst through Monet. Yatoro's in as well. They have the Static Storm. They've trapped him for now.
Can they finish him?
Have they got enough damage? They don't. XXX just gets in control.
He's
Yatoro.
alive.
He's still surviving throughout this, so they're not going to be able to kill
They
this
are
now.
not.
Monet's ready to turn. Collapse, he'll go down. It's 4 dead on Spirit.
This is looking pretty impossible. I mean, they get the Doom, but he's got he popped Chemical Rage and
It
just
was
ran
already
in.
out, yeah.
They have the heals, but Baboka, he's got Spirit Form, he's got the Illuminates. We saw that heal matter. It was very close to them getting that Alk, but extra heals. And they had Laurel. He is super far behind now at this point. Sumail, 307. Yeah, look at it all.
Feeling the pressure, and of course XXS just ready with the jump. You see him here perfectly catching the two of them. Not a chance for Yatoro and Mipushka. And the rest of Spirit, they're just full focused on trying to kill Monet through this Doom, but it just weren't going to happen. The only way it happens is if Yatoro was able to stay on top, but it wasn't the case. Back in action, Mipushka dead up top. It's already 15-3, 17 minutes in. You can feel it. Team Spirit, they are struggling. This is a rough game one for them, Fogged.
And the thing is about that last situation, that's the one where they killed 1 or 2 heroes and then they smoke and go straight to Roshan for this Ursa. Now at this point, Aster, it's very likely they're the ones to get the Rosh and deny it away from an Ursa. Things are, like we said, quickly becoming pretty impossible.
He's ready to just look for solo action.
Sure is.
He sees Mirror out on his own. He's more than happy to pop a BKB, go for the kill.
They could honestly call this pretty soon, it feels like.
They can catch on mid. Lol. He'll be able to break away with the Dissimulate and the Astral Step, but again, it's pretty much just been sort of his story this game. He's just had to run. It is 0-3-0. Hasn't been able to do anything as the Void Spirit so far in this match.
Literally nothing. Yatoro, I mean, he's like, I need Blink Dagger, we need Blink Doom, we need to just get, we have like one more chance of getting a big fight or the game is just completely out of control. Have to get a big fight and have to get a Roche. And it's already getting pinged. I see Aster, they definitely want to go for Roche pretty soon here. They know how strong they are. I mean, Baboka nearly has Ags, Owen.
He's nearly ahead of Lyle in farm.
Baboka special. Let's collapse. There's going to be backup.
TPs are coming in.
Can they get anything out of this?
I mean, can Lyle and Miposhka want to fight into this? They'll go for Pichu. And they'll get him. So something's to be found. Yatoro's here as well. Gets the jumping onto Monet. They'll put down the Static Storm and control the Alchemist here. Yatoro, one more hit and he's got it. Will be able to take out Monet.
That's a good comeback kill.
Something to be found here by Spirit. Pretty much the first big kill that they've been able to find this game. And of course, fortunately for them, does go into the hands of Yatoro. So a good burst of cash for the Ursa.
Most important hero to get it. Aster close to some more big items though. XXS, he's very close to his BKB, having a literally flawless game on this axe. 6-0-5. And yeah, they're pinging the Roche. So about to be 20 minutes. Tormentors, Roche. Very soon on the market. I think Spirit, maybe they can get away with sneaking it. I see the positioning Yatoro's in right now. So he's just running directly toward bottom.
They have to go for these sort of plays.
It feels like
absolutely,
they do.
You do try for the sneak.
Yep.
To see if you can take it out. As Roshan, he'll be heading down there right now.
Yep, he's going to teleport. Whee!
I think, yeah,
they're pinging it.
Get in there if you're Yatoro. He's a little hesitant. Looks like he's pulling back to the tier 1 tower, so doesn't immediately want to go for it. At least wants to wait for his next time to come out the Sanj here. He's trying to get a bit of that status resistance on top of his Blink Battle Fury. Maybe they want to group up and go for the Tormentor first.
Perhaps, yeah. They do kill it quickly. It's getting both teams pinging out the Roche constantly. They know that this is the next big objective to go for.
I mean, the thing
they're
is,
setting up.
Yeah, going for the Tormentor first does mean that Spirit, they're not going to have a window to get the surprise Roche. Aster will easily be set up for it.
It happens to everyone.
It does.
These 4 or 5 positions.
We've seen it happen a few times, honestly. Here, you know, sometimes the support's got to die for the old Tormentor.
Be careful, Laurel. Be careful, Laurel.
There's the opening. Into the shackle, into the call.
Another one.
Has to be so cautious stepping close. They've got so much catch, Aster.
And now the Roche is prime for the taking.
Oh, of course, that's definitely what doesn't sort of instill confidence in the team, right? When you take that Tormentor and the Aghanim Shard, it goes to your mid. Because it's just a reminder to your team, you know, hey, our mid ain't doing too hot this game. He's pretty low on the old net worth. So it's something for Lyle. I mean, on the positive for Lyle, this means that Baboka's a little further away from catching up to him. But as I say, when your team, when you see the mid be the one that, of course, gets given that first shard automatically, you know you're not in a great spot.
No, definitely feels very bad. And yeah, everyone on Aster everyone except, I mean, Pichu's still pretty farm. He got the shard, of course, giving it to him also. But they have so much control now. They have the Will-O-Wisp, sorry, on the Coddle as well to control.
Dude, I guess
hold this Ursa in place.
The rough thing as well, also on top of that, is the fact that Void Spirit shard is just not very good, is it?
It is not.
It's not. It's just so.
It used to be, but no longer.
No, it's it's not crazy.
I don't think I see anybody buying that. Gem being picked up, Aster. Looking to completely continue dominating.
We're going to see
Paul. Oh, look at him. Oh, come on, don't do him like that.
Look, he tried to get away.
Oh. It happens too fast. There's an Ursa, you know?
Yeah.
Filthy core players.
I mean, come on. I know there's core players out there that have seen their supports dying, and they don't stop hitting that Tormentor fog.
Oh, no, they blame you. That's the best part.
Well,
what are you doing? Why didn't you move away faster?
But, you know, sometimes if the support's hanging around, you know, you just want to kill that Tormentor as quickly as possible.
Whose fault?
You've got time to wait for them to walk out of range of it.
So whose fault? Who has more fault?
Oh, definitely the core.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry.
I respect that.
When I do that and the support dies, I know that I'm being a horrible person.
Bottom. Ursa shows. Yatoro.
See if they can get him.
Will-O-Wisp pulling him back in.
Pull back.
He's in trouble.
He is in a lot of trouble.
Another dunk?
Get him the dunk. Easy for XXS.
He's got 7 armor. 7 extra free armor. He is super tanky.
A good game to have the armor as well, right?
It is.
Against Nursa. Yep. It's Void Spirit. It's physical damage hit.
Yep.
So coming in, so an extra bit of armor. Very nice. So, of course, on top of the plate mail.
Honestly,
he's tanking up, Mono. He's nearly got the full AC.
Axe is on the rise. The stonks for Axe. I mean, what? I think that he's 3-1 at this tournament, if I'm not mistaken, right now. I think yesterday was the first loss, and it was versus Adusa, I believe it was. So this hero definitely showing to be pretty good.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
It's a fun hero to see, a fun hero to play.
It's not Auras. Happy. I think that's what makes me happy.
That's true, he doesn't.
He goes killer build. Maybe eventually he will get like a Crimson at some point, but not in this type of game. He doesn't need to. He's hunting and killing. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a treat to see from. Because I know most people are like, "Oh, the aura meta is so boring." So I love seeing playmaking offlaners. With
I mean, just for teams, because there's not a single aura on us.
There's not a single one yet. They're about to have AC. It's coming out. And I think they have drums also.
That's an exciting aura because it's an expensive one, and the core gets to buy. You know, it's not one of these kind of.
What do you mean? Offlaners are cores?
Yeah. I mean, true. But, you know, AC is exciting. It's got attack speed.
That's fair.
It's not like magic resistance. Well, I guess it's armor. It's got a nice looking picture.
Fine, fair enough.
Yeah. I prefer the art.
Top Laurel. Another dunk potential.
Oh, no.
Oh, he could have taken that.
He could have had that dunk. He could have had it XXS, but he doesn't go for it.
Disrupt.
He's holding back. He feels bad for Lol. He's like,
yeah,
having a rough game. Let's not dunk on him anymore.
Hey, and it's about
some respect there from XXS.
If Sumail is there, you give Sumail the kill too. That's the Aster strategy, right?
I mean, that's true. You make sure Sumail keeps having a good time, and he certainly is. 4-0-10. Maybe, yeah. Probably Sumail would prefer more of those to be kills than assists.
He's spotted by the ward.
There's still time for him to get more. They get the pull out with a will-o-wisp. They'll drop the ult here as well from Pichu. Mira throws out of silence, but it's all too late. Yatoro's gone.
Also likely to die.
Very, very likely to die.
And Sumail making a play on mid because he's got the boots of travel from XXS coming around too.
And XXS won't be able to back him up in time. Collapses out with a blink.
Spirit, they just absolutely need to get they need like the godliest connection with this double doom.
They gotta get the double doom.
And
double
even
doom,
then,
5-man static storm.
Yep. Even then, it's playing into Aegis, so that tends to be very difficult because then you're gonna have to deal with the 2 lives. You might have to wait until Aegis times out to try to look for your one chance to be able to try to bring this game back into it because yeah, it's out of control. 18 on Alchemist, 16 on Wind Ranger, 15 on the Axe.
Yeah, they're all just absolutely massive.
And I love the way, honestly, the build, it's standard, of course, but I always like pointing these things out. XXS, you're ahead, you're dominating map, boots of travel, you can be everywhere. So you shut down any type of potential for Spirit to like split up and try to catch back up as, look at Laurel.
Anybody that shows on a lane, they just immediately run at them, lol. Get away from the creeps, lol.
He shows, Gleipnir, Shackle.
They've got their jump.
Farewell. Another one.
Back to getting those dunks, XXS. Godlike now.
A rough game for Laurel, 0-6. I mean, they played completely around Sumail to shut him down. They rotated. They constantly got these pickoffs onto him.
They did, and yeah, just one of those situations where XXS hasn't died, Sumail hasn't died, and Monet, well, he just had that one death in the laning stage, and then that sort of death top when they were kind of split up, but other than that, they haven't been able to touch him. And top net worth, of course, as you would hope to be, as the position one out. Monet definitely smashing it this game. Nearly 20k lead here for Aster.
You know,
26 minutes in.
As I said in the beginning, right, I was excited to see the Grimstroke, but you definitely can see like Coddle and CM just have such easy playmaking. Like Grimstroke just has a very specific way to try to get these type of catches. So
it's a support that definitely you rely on your cores. If your cores ain't having a good game, you're kind of sitting there being like, well,
it's
what
good,
can you do?
And it's good Inkswell targets, right? He has 3 very good Inkswell targets. It hasn't just come to fruition, but it's definitely because Aster's just playing. They're playing really well around the map. And
because these Inkswell targets, they probably go in and die at this point because of how far behind they are.
Yeah. Spirit, let's see if they can get the connection. Can they get the double doom? Aegis is gone.
They need it. See what they can try for. Collapse.
Just a single.
He's going to drop it down, but already Chemical Rage and the BKB was off by Monet, so Monet's just going to start running at them. To the other side, the Static Storm, it's only caught the one. It's caught Pichu. They'll get the kill on the Crystal Maiden, but they need so much more than that, Team Spirit. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything more as Monet's able to walk it off. Again, just sort of not finding the opportunities here between them, Collapse and Mirror, to do anything crazy with the Soulbind and the Doom. A couple of times now, it's just been a Doom on an Alchemist, and Monet, he doesn't care.
Nope, he's always got Chemical Rage every single time the jump has happened. And it is just single Dooms. They're not even really going for the double Dooms either.
No.
Like,
I mean, they obviously, because Collapse, he has to go for the jump himself, really.
Yep.
He can't really wait for Mirror to walk in, so just doing what they can, but it's just not good enough at this point.
They don't have like an initial way to stun the target, right? Like because of how behind Laurel is, I feel like he's just kind of afraid at this point to definitely jump in because he's the stun, right? He's the one who gets the instant stun, then they get the Doom to make sure the Chemical Rage doesn't go off. But even then, Monet's just had the Rage on super early in these fights. He's just unbelievably prepared. More timings being hit. Looking to make another catch. This Alchemist is massive. XXS.
It'll go for Miposhka.
Easy kill.
See what Spirit want to do about this. I think they probably want to run Lal. He's going to try and go in.
Oh, that's a gem drop.
You don't want to go in on XXS. You need to get out of it, Lal. But Monet, he's jumping in the shackles there from Samael.
Goodbye, Laurel.
There's the call. Lal dead again. And they're not done yet, Aster. They'll go for more. Mirror also to be found. Double kill for Samael. They just can't do anything right now, Spirit.
They can't do anything now, and it feels like they're not going to be able to do anything later because itemization, Aster, they're going for the Lincolns next too, so they're going to be able to block the Doom potentials. And the two brothers, Sumail and XXS, continue to be on the hunt. Yatoro, DP stop. He's like, please Roche be up, please Roche be up. Oh no, it's a long spawn.
Oh, it is a very long spawn as well, 2.5 minutes. Oh, this is... I mean, when we sort of look back to the draft and what you expected from these two teams, was there always going to be a chance that the game would be this one-sided, or do you think this is quite surprising?
I think just the rotations from the supports were amazing, right? I think this Boboka and the CM absolutely killed it with these rotations. They made this Wind Ranger just completely pop off. They made XXS pop off. He had a 9-minute Blink Dagger, and every connection is hit. He now also has an Octarine, so the natural build-up from that Vanguard. Rather than auras, this is the other route that you can go sometimes. Yeah, I think Aster just, hey, like you said, they're on fire today.
Right, looking really, really good. Spirit out with the smoke.
Yeah, and we're definitely seeing like the effects of it really is a big effect of these supports. CM and Coddle, like 50-something, 60% win rate, constantly on the aggressive routes. Disruptor kind of been dipping down a little bit. Grim not really played too much, and we're definitely seeing the effect of that as Aster positioned on the hill.
Another up there, they'll see the courier of Pichu. See a Spirit who wants to throw themselves into this high ground. It's risky. Lal, he's going to try.
Chemical Rage on.
He's going to go for the jump, but indeed the BKB Chemical Rage there from Monet straight away. Lal had to jump back out with his second Astral Step. Now Monet, he's going to just charge straight towards them. Yatoro, he's being dealt with by Samael. XXS in with a call onto Collapse. Collapse will be able to retreat for now with the BKB. Monet turns his attention over towards Lal. Lal jumps to the side with the Dissimulate Concoction. He'll be thrown down the way of Yatoro. As Yatoro goes out, Collapse trying to kill off XXS here. And this time around with the Doom, they will manage to do so. They do find something. And it's just a one kill.
Not
and Samael, he's ready to try and clean up more. Back in with the Shackle, onto Collapse. The blast there from Boboka. It's still 3 dead on Spirit.
And Mira.
Won't be able to put a stop to his TP. They find something, but it's still a whole lot away from anything close to what they need it to be. They just get the one kill. They lose 3 heroes. And they continue to fall further behind. 21k lead now for Aster, 29-7.
Mira got the kill, so he's got his Aghanims, but they just have so many ways to deal with it. They have so much physical damage on the side of Aster, they can likely just kill it.
And getting both the gems now. Boboka passes one of them over to Pichu, so both supports ready to just sweep the map and take away any sort of vision
and
that the Spirits managed to get out.
Roche, it's time.
It's there.
Recall is at the ready. Boboka can pull his teammates over. Get over here, Sumail. The brothers.
And one of the big things about this, just taking away one of those maybe small comeback potentials that Spirit could have looked towards if they could have got out of the map, got around them, and gone for the Roche steal. But what will not be happening as Aster secure it and get the Aegis on Samael.
Every single play working perfectly for Aster. It just feels like the preparation, the movements, everything, it's been nearly flawless from Aster today. This morning, yeah, they woke up feeling good, and you can tell. Monet, right, I think every time it's been Chemical Rage instantly before the fight even begins. So, covering themselves perfectly versus any of these initiations. Yeah, and Laurel just, I mean, look at this. He shows in the lane for like 3 seconds, and 2 heroes TP immediately hunting for him.
It's been a tough game for him. It just hasn't had the impact that you want sort of your final pick to have, right?
No. He's below Boboka at this point. Laurel? Is he going to be seen? Oh my god. Laurel's like, just let me get a Lotus. They see him.
Oh, yeah, he showed.
He showed.
He's away.
Simulate.
I don't, XXS won't be able to find him. It's too tricky on his own. So Lal.
And they're punishing more. Sumail.
Oh, Sumail's in.
Double shackle.
And the shackle's there. Straight in from Sumail. Catches the two supports. As Miposhka's gone, Yatoro's going to head over to try and help out. But XXS in with the call. They control Yatoro. Abyssal Blade down from Monet. There's no safety for the bear.
That's got to be it. Onto the high ground. Aster can go. Disassembling the Radiance at this point now. He has a Nullifier. Ursa can't do anything versus this item either. And the Ink Swell now immediately gets dispelled.
I mean, smiles from Aster there. It's got to be feel good.
it.
They're just playing. They're playing great.
Playing great,
This
itemizing great. Everything is flawless, it feels like, for them.
You know, when you see a team play like this, you're kind of like, what on earth is the opponent meant to do?
Yep.
How do you stop these guys? This game one, really a masterclass from Aster.
Top tier stuff.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, looking-
is under attack.
Looking to be done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See Spirit give it one more fight probably here. They'll wait the 30 seconds for Yatoro to get back up.
They're like, let's get the double Doom, let's get the double Dark Portrait, and hope that it somehow at least kills some heroes. But even then, it's into the cheese. So let's see if it's even gonna finish off some of them. Rex dropping
Smoke
quick.
time. There's still no Yatoro. They're going to do it without the bear.
They're standing together.
Collapses in. Get him with the jump. Slam down the Doom. Get the grab back onto Monet. See if they can finish off the out. They can. That's one of the kills. Static Storm will control the two of them, but XXS is in with the BKB. Frostbite there onto Collapse. Into the call from XXS. Collapse getting burst down low. He's out of the fight. Yatoro will jump in onto XXS, but he's back up to full HP. The ult coming in from Pichu. Kills off Lal. Yatoro, no time for the CF. They get themselves a couple kills on the defense, but Sumail
He's so
picked up a triple. Samaposhka, buybacks coming out from Spirit. They're going to go all in to try and catch Sumail. They will grab it with the Remnant.
Still got Aegis.
The glimpse back. See if they can take him down the twice. That's the once, but XXS in with a call onto the two of them. Catches Yatoro, catches Lal. Sumail, he's back for round two. Jumps across with the Gleipnir, looks towards Yatoro. Yatoro desperately trying to scramble back towards the base. Sumail, he'll turn towards the supports instead. Looks towards Mira. Mira slows them down here with a stroke of fate. See if it's enough to kite out Sumail. A power shot connects Mira. He'll live.
Glimpse.
The glimpse back onto Maboka. Jump forward from Yatoro. Be able to find another kill off the back of this defense, Spirit.
Big
Cost
buybacks
them the
needed.
two buybacks. Lal and Miposhka having to buy back to achieve that defense, but they push him back, and they will keep that bottom melee Rax alive. So a bit of a defense to be found here by Spirit.
Pretty good. All things considered, pretty damn good with the state of the game. Bottom, Laurel. Don't show. Careful. Careful.
They're ready to jump.
Farewell.
Lal gets caught. That's a dieback for him. Out for 75.
Sumail has a full data list coming out on the courier now, too. After Lincoln's already finished up. He is huge.
He's ready to go for more.
Yatoro.
He's got eyes on him. You saw it. We'll be able to remove that. See if they can maybe get the easier kill onto Pichu. Set up with a Soul Bind. Collapse closes the gap. You get the glimpse back as well. Another kill for Spirit.
They got both gems at least recovered. Small kills, though. Gotta be careful where they show again. Doom, 30 seconds cooldown. XXS is running at them.
He's ready to jump and call. Gets him, catches out Collapse. Sumail quickly disposes of Miposhka. The shackle's there over onto Collapse. The Doom's gone. Yatoro's thinking about getting in on this, but Sumail's got eyes on him. Yatoro has to blink away. Just down to two of them now in Spirit.
If he gets hit there from anything, he's just dead. I mean, Sumail's damage is absolutely absurd at this point. Onto the top racks. Easy pickings for Aster.
It was an impressive final stand attempt there by Team Spirit, but it very much does feel like it was the final one.
Yeah.
As Aster back to the push.
Dire's top tower is falling.
See what Mira and Yatoro can do, if anything. They can't stop these racks going down.
Dire's
8
top
seconds
tower
until Lal's back up.
They need the full combos to even have a chance of killing any heroes. Dark Portrait at the ready, but they're just throwing Lincolns on each other at this point. It gets blocked. The Dark Portrait's up.
And XXS is in. Jumps in, gets the call. We'll see Lal try and go towards the back lines. He'll get out as well with the Astral Step and the Dissimulate, but Peach is on top of him. Lal dying super quickly to Sumail. Sumail finishes off with the power shot. Yatoro's focused down. They're running out of buybacks, and they're running out of any chance to turn this one as GG is called. This first game going to